When you think of Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks, a few legendary names immediately come to mind. Troy Aikman, Tony Romo, Roger Staubach. But what if I told you the current Cowboys signal caller, Dak Prescott, is on the verge of not just joining that elite company, but surpassing two of those icons on the franchise's all-time passing leaderboard? That's right. Dak is just a few thousand yards away from rewriting Cowboys history. And 2025 could be the year it happens. Welcome back to the channel, where we break down everything NFL. If you love football stories that dive deep into stats, history, and the drama on the gridiron, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And stick around because this Dak Prescott story has all the elements of a comeback: perseverance, talent, and the chase for greatness. Period. Let's set the scene. Dak Prescott is entering his 10th season as the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Over those seasons, he's built an impressive resume. As of now, Prescott has racked up 31,471 career passing yards with the Cowboys. That's a ton of production and consistency under center. But here's the kicker. To surpass Tony Romo, the Cowboys' all-time passing yards leader, with 34,183 yards, Dak needs just 2,713 more yards. For another franchise legend, Troy Aikman, who sits at 32,942 yards, Dak is only 1,471 yards shy. The numbers say this: it's well within reach. If Dak can clear both milestones, not only would he become the all-time leading passer in Cowboys history, but he would essentially climb to the top of the Cowboys quarterback Mount Rushmore. And that's a big deal for a franchise with as much tradition as Dallas. Think about the legacy here. When we talk about Cowboys quarterbacks, Roger Staubach often gets mentioned first. The Hall of Famer, with 22,700 career passing yards. But despite Dak trailing Staubach by a bit now, surpassing Romo and Aikman would put him right in the conversation as one of the greatest ever to wear the silver and blue. Tony Romo may have the record now, but his playoff performances and durability have often been questioned. Troy Aikman, a three-time Super Bowl champion and Hall of Famer, but his stats don't quite match Romo or Prescott's in pure yardage. So how close is Dak really to this achievement? Let's talk numbers. On average, Dak Prescott has thrown for 258 yards per game over his career, the highest per-game average of any Cowboys quarterback in history. To put that in perspective, that's a level of consistent production that few quarterbacks sustain over a decade. In his two most recent healthy seasons, 2021 and 2023, Dak threw for 4,449 and 4,516 yards, respectively. Both are top-5 league-wide performances in those years. That's elite-level output. If he keeps up his career average, Dak only needs to play 11 games in 2025 to hit the 2,713-yard mark required to pass Romo and Aikman. 11 games. That's just under a full NFL season. So statistically, Dak's milestone chase is very much in play. However, here's where the story gets complicated. Dak Prescott has had his share of injury issues over the last few seasons. In fact, he's missed 14 games in the last 3 years alone. Even last season, 2024, wasn't smooth sailing. Dak suffered a mid-season hamstring injury that cut short what was already an underwhelming year. Before the injury, he had thrown only 11 touchdowns against 8 interceptions, with a passer rating of 92.5. Solid, but not spectacular. Durability has been a real question mark for Dak, and it's the biggest barrier between him and the Cowboys' all-time passing record. But if you know anything about Dak Prescott, you know he's no stranger to bouncing back from adversity. After missing almost the entire 2020 season due to injury, Dak came back stronger than ever in 2021. That year, he set a Cowboys franchise record with 37 touchdown passes and posted a stellar passer rating of 104.2. And after a rough 2022 season, Dak responded with a bang in 2023. He threw 36 touchdowns with just 9 interceptions, and his passer rating climbed even higher to 105.9. That's a clear pattern. Whenever the critics count Dak out, he comes roaring back. Looking ahead to 2025, the stage seems set for Dak to have a big year. The Cowboys have bolstered their receiving core with the addition of George Pickens, joining forces with star receiver CeeDee Lamb. This is a dynamic duo that gives Dak plenty of weapons to work with. With his experience, talent, and the right supporting cast, Dak has everything he needs to not just chase, but surpass those monumental yardage totals. Why does this milestone matter beyond just numbers? Because it's about legacy. Passing yards aren't everything, but they are a solid indicator of a quarterback's consistency and productivity over time. For Dak Prescott, surpassing Tony Romo and Troy Aikman would cement his place as the best statistical quarterback in the history of the Cowboys, one of the NFL's most storied franchises. And for Cowboys fans, it's a sign that their current quarterback is not just good, but potentially great. So what do you think? Can Dak Prescott stay healthy and put together another 4,000-yard season to take his spot at the top of Dallas Cowboys history? Is he already the greatest Cowboys QB statistically, even with playoff struggles? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who love NFL history and Cowboys football. We're going to keep following Dak's journey closely, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more NFL content right here.